Aloha. My name is Mr. Han. I have but one question for you. Can you attend my class? It is for your own good, and if you can't make it, I can make you. We have a 20-question quiz every Friday. Your grade is the average of all your quizzes, plus the midterm and final, which counts for 1/3. Got it? Doing your own business on your own time. That's one demand I make. Just like you wouldn't want me to come to your house some evening and discuss U.S. history on your time. Understand?
Yes, sir.
After watching the previous video, and with technology ever present in the lives of our students outside of school, why do we continue to run our classrooms the way we did 40 years ago? According to the ISTE standards, transforming education requires us to rethink how we teach and learn. The ISTE standards act as a roadmap for bold, innovative educators and education leaders to re-engineer their schools and classrooms for digital age learning, no matter where they fall on the journey to meaningful, effective EdTech and Students of the 21st century have a seemingly innate desire to learn in a different way than their parents and grandparents did. If these students are to learn differently, then the educational setting must change along with them. Let's take a look at some of the benefits that technology integration has for students in the 21st century. Having been a teacher for 5 years, all in the 21st century, I for one can attest to the struggles that teachers face when trying to teach students in a traditional manner, forgoing the use of technology in the day-to-day classroom. Not only does technology integration benefit students, it benefits teachers as well. Let's look at some of the benefits that technology integration has for teachers. If the students of our school district in grades K to 12 are going to benefit from the use of technology in the classroom today, the correct technological device is an essential portion to facilitate the transition of the learning experience for our students into the 21st century. Choosing a device can be overwhelming, and it certainly comes with great financial investment and associated risks. I'm going to compare two of the most popular devices used by educators today. We'll look at the Chromebook and the Apple iPad. While each of these devices offers a few features that the other does not, and the cost is fairly similar, the Chromebook edges out the iPad in most models, and device that I've selected for district-wide implementation is the Chromebook. You may be asking, why Chromebooks? Since we have a current student enrollment of 578 students in grades K to 12, and the district already owns some 300 plus Chromebooks, the decision just seemed obvious. Most all of our student body are familiar with the Chromebook and have used one to perform basic learning exercises at some point in the past. The Chromebook comes equipped with an integrated keyboard, which eliminates a need to purchase standalone keyboards at a very large acquisition cost. The implementation of the Chromebooks will be much more effective, and the total cost of implementation will be tens of thousands of dollars less for our district. The total district acquisition cost for new iPads that are the lowest cost models would be $173,400, compared to the total district cost of purchasing the necessary additional Chromebooks being only $79,800. The cost savings, student and staff familiarity are reasons that I selected the Chromebook over the iPad. Proper device selection is really only one portion of the key to success of technology integration. Professional development of our staff is crucial because a lack of continued education regarding technology and as it is ever changing is simply the reason that many educators do not implement the technologies that they currently have access to. Many applications and devices are intimidating to new users because of the vast amount of information related to how to maximize their use. When connecting our students to the world abroad, security and student safety is paramount. Since we've had internet technology in our district for the last 5+ years, and we currently have Chromebooks in use daily, we will continue to utilize the current content filtering, page filtering software that we have in place, along with our district-wide content policy program and our Good Citizen end-user agreement that our students agree and sign. Those are certain types of security measures that we will take to protect our students and our district. One last thing to consider is how we will maintain our devices and refresh them. Our current situation, as you know, we have an full-time IT person on staff that helps with application installation, technical issues, and the plan moving forward would be to utilize this individual to do refreshing, updating, etc. with regard to our devices. The replacement program in place, as you'll see, I have a handout for you. The replacements we don't get any kind of guarantee or backing, so we're going to have a end user agreement that requires our students, if they're found negligible in use and damage of our device, that they would be responsible for at least 50% of the cost of replacing the device. Here are a few examples of some of the applications that our students will be using in the classroom on their new Chromebook. First one is My Study Life. My Study Life is an app that is a scheduling app, and it sends reminders to students when certain assignments are near to being due. The second application is the Interactive Periodic Table. This app offers students an interactive access to the periodic table of elements. It links podcasts and videos to the student's interactive experience to allow for a furthered search for information. Kahoot, the next one is Kahoot. Kahoot is a fun platform that allows students to integrate competition into their learning experience and brings their assessment at the touch of their fingers. Another one is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is an application that allows students to access various assignments that I might assign through the use of their digital device. They can access the classwork, lectures in a remote location at home, at school. It also eliminates the need for the traditional pen and paper assignments that they're used to doing. And the fifth application that we example is Schoolway. Schoolway is an app that is a communication app. It is used to communicate if there are large projects coming due, any type of schedule changes, etc.
It puts the student in the driver's seat of their own education.
I think I am learning more because there's a lot more things that you can do online. There's videos to help explain, and there's more ways of learning.
We developed a 3-year technology plan called Edge 21. This whole Edge 21 plan is about making sure that our kids are college and career ready.
I use my Chromebooks in a majority of my classes. I use them a lot in English, and I use them a lot in nurse science.
Each other. With a one-to-one program and having students each have a device that allows us to really be able to measure their learning during the learning process. We're able to do a lot of different formative assessments as they're going through the learning process, checkpoints along the way that can give us a snapshot of where students are struggling, and that allows me to adjust what I'm doing in class.
I know that they are more engaged in the learning, and they're showing me that if they don't understand the concept, they know where to go to find the answer more than what they could do without a technology.
There's things too. Students have access to me, good or bad, kind of 24/7. And what I love about that is I'll have a student at home who runs into a problem, and that doesn't mean that their learning stops. And so it really allows more differentiation within the classroom that wasn't possible prior to the integration of technology.
Our textbooks are online, and they all include video segments embedded into them.
We want students to be able to walk out of this environment and feel like they're prepared.
Now that we have discussed the many ways that implementing a one-to-one device program in our district will truly change the way that our students learn and interact with their learning and transform our district into a 21st century learning environment, I hope you are as excited as I am to begin the initial phase of implementation of the program.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.